morning friends, students. How are you? In this atmosphere or environment, you must be taking your care. Is it? We have completed the first lesson of science. Now, from today, we are going to learn the second lesson, that is health and diseases. Nowadays, there is a severe fear in our mind regarding the coronavirus or COVID-19. So, we must take care of ourselves so that we can have prevention regarding this disease. If you take proper care, then there will be no attack of the virus on us by taking proper care. Proper care is very important. What do you mean by health? Do you know what is it? You say that you are healthy. If suppose one person is going on the road or walking on the road, and suppose he is laughing at his own, then doing so many activities while walking, can you say him that he is healthy? No. So in the health, what is included? Different things are included. Different means the complete health. When we say, or I am healthy, when I say, means my conditions should be good mentally, physically, mentally and socially also. In society also, your behavior should be good. Your health should be good regarding society, regarding your mental health. All these things means social, mental, physical, all of these well-beings that are included in the health. So you can write the definition of health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness. We are well. Well means well physically, means our body, mentally means mind, socially regarding society, etc. and not merely the absence of any disease. This means having negative meaning. Ease means comfort. So disease means we are not having comfort, we are not feeling comfortable, we can say. So that is called the disease. So health, you have to remember the definition. Health is a complete state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness, and not merely the absence of any disease. There are questions asked in your book. Have you taken leave for any sickness, illness from the school? So you can say, yes ma'am, we are always taking leave due to some reasons, like different causes or something we are not feeling well, etc. That we say that we are not feeling well regarding physically, then mentally. So we suppose there is headache, we say we don't want to go to school. So all these things that we are not feeling comfortable. Ease is not there. This ease means we do not have comfortable feeling, that we say we are having any disease, or we are having sickness, we are having illness. Then second question is asked, what happens exactly when we become sick? Somebody will have fever, somebody will have headache, somebody will have stomach ache, or regarding the problem of the digestion, anything. So they are all included in sickness, illness. Then what do you apply something for that? If you are having temperature, if you are having some problem with digestion, if you are having headache, then sometimes some diseases are cured by having some home remedies. Home remedies like what? Like taking the tea of ginger, then tulsi, all these things. That is home remedies we have. And natural immune system also we are having. If you are having proper diet, all vitamins, minerals if you take in your diet, then your immune system means your resistance power is good, and no disease or no microorganisms, disease causing microorganisms have an attack on you. So they don't attack you. If your immune system is well, then you are having proper resistance power to fight against those diseases. Nowadays we are well aware of the pandemic. Pandemic means the disease which is spread in different countries, continents, all everywhere in the world. That is called the pandemic. And that pandemic, we are now well aware of that pandemic, that is corona and coronavirus, COVID-19. And if you take proper care for that, so you will be safe, or you will not have attack of that virus. Then definition of dis-ease. Dis means having negative meaning. I have told you. Ease means comfort or comfortability. So if you are not feeling any, or if you are not having any comfortable feeling regarding your body, regarding your mind, regarding your social activities, then you can say that you are having certain disease. So condition of disturbances in physiological and psychological. Physiological means regarding your body, and psychological means regarding your mental condition, regarding your mind. So condition of disturbances in physiological or psychological processes of body is called as disease. These definitions you have to write in your notebook. There are different types of diseases. Types of diseases according to duration. According to means as per duration. Duration means time. And according to reasons. What are the reasons to cause the diseases, or what are the causes of the diseases? So mainly there are two types, according to duration and according to reasons. According to duration, that is, one is chronic disease. Chronic means which lasts for longer time. That is called chronic disease. Acute disease, second is, which is having short time span or short durability. Suppose 1 or 2 days fever, then cold, etc. And that it's called for 2 or 3 days fever is there, and sometimes it will be cured during that period. If you don't take any medicine also, some diseases or such acute diseases can be cured by taking home remedy, by taking rest. Then chronic diseases which are lasting for long time. Suppose asthma is supposed to be a chronic disease. TB is supposed to be a chronic disease which lasts for longer time. So depending on the duration, depending on the time, these are the two types, that is chronic and acute diseases. Then according to reasons. Reasons means causes. According to reasons, hereditary diseases and acquired diseases. Hereditary means they are caused from the parents to their children. That is called hereditary. From one generation to another generation, the diseases are transmitted. They are called the hereditary diseases. Example is Down syndrome. Regarding this disease, we are going to learn in the 9th standard. Then acquired diseases. Acquired diseases also are having two types, infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. Infectious diseases means which are transmitted through air, water or environment, we can say air, water, food, different insects. They are called the infectious diseases. They are common cold, flu, dengue are the examples of infectious diseases. Then non-infectious, they are not transmitted through environment or air, water, food. They are called non-infectious diseases. So examples are diabetes. Diabetes you know very well. There is increase in sugar level in our body that causes diabetes. Then heart diseases. They are not infectious diseases. They are called non-infectious diseases. Again, some questions are given in your book. How do the following diseases spread? You know so many diseases. hepatitis, malaria, scabies, TB, dengue, dysentery, ringworms, swine flu. So the persons which spit anywhere or sneeze, so if he is having any disease, the droplets they are spread. If that person sneezes, that person coughs in the atmosphere without keeping the handkerchief on his mouth, then these droplets spread in the environment, and these, or in air we can say, these droplets they are containing the infection, or they are containing some disease causing microorganisms. If they are transmitted to another person, that another person is also getting infected due to that infected air or polluted air. Then suppose water, food is contaminated or polluted, these things are there, then diseases are caused. Second question, what do we mean by pathogen? Pathogen means the disease causing microorganism, that is called pathogen. What do we mean by infectious diseases? Just now I have told you, infectious diseases means the diseases which are caused or which are transmitted through air, water, food and different insects. They are called the infectious diseases. The different diseases and their symptoms, that what are preventive measures? Preventive measures means we have to take precaution. It is said that prevention is better than cure. Prevention, if we prevent the attack of microorganisms, that is better. So taking care before attack of the disease causing organism, that is prevention. And cure, it is said that prevention is better than cure. After the attack, the disease is cured by taking medicines, having different treatments, then it is cure. So it is always said prevention is better than cure. After getting infected by any disease, then again curing it, that is difficult, but prevention is an easier method. And nowadays you are having information regarding COVID, that how to prevent COVID, what precautions you have to take without. So instead of getting attacked by the virus, you must prevent the attack of that virus by taking home remedies, home preventions, or home, we can say, different doses etc. that we have to take, and we have to prevent the disease. See friends, I have given you meanings of some different words that you have to learn, you have to write in your notebook. Just now I have told you pathogen. What do you mean by pathogen? Pathogen is a disease causing organism. Then contaminated, polluted, emaciation, that we are going to learn, loss of weight, emaciation means. Anorexia, that these are the new words. Loss of appetite means appetite means desire for food. So loss of appetite, it is anorexia. Abdomen, abdomen means the part of the body containing digestive organs, means you can say part of the stomach. So abdomen, the part of the body containing digestive organs. Infectious diseases, diseases spread through air, water, food, insects and other animals. They are called infectious diseases. How do following diseases spread? So some diseases I have given you, and some of the diseases that we are going to learn. Malaria, you know, very common disease, bite of female Anopheles mosquito, you might have learned this. Then scabies, by contact with scabies mite, it is a type of skin disease. Then dengue, bite of female Aedes mosquito. Then ringworm, infection due to fungus. These questions are done. This question is asked on the page 6 of your book. Ringworm, infection due to fungus. Fungus you have studied in the first chapter. Swine flu, contaminated air with viruses of swine flu. H1N1 virus that causes swine flu. See friends, there are different diseases, pathogens. Name of the diseases, pathogens means disease causing microorganisms. Mode of infection means how these diseases spread. Symptoms, what symptoms we have due to that disease. Prevention and treatment, how to prevent or how to cure means prevention and treatment. First disease is tuberculosis, that we commonly call it as TB. So the disease causing microorganism is Mycobacterium tuberculei. The name of the microorganisms can be asked in fill in the blanks. Mode of infection, how it is spread means mode of infection, how this disease is spread. Spitting by patient, that patient spits anywhere suppose, then these microorganisms spread in the atmosphere or air. So through air, prolonged contact with and sharing of materials of patient. If you share the materials used by the TB patient, suppose his clothes, his bed sheet, etc., then if you share it, then we are also getting infected by this disease. Then symptoms, what are the symptoms? Chronic cough, chronic means for lasting for long time, that is chronic cough. Bloody spitting, blood is there in the sputum of that person. Emaciation means loss of weight, I have given you the meaning of the words. Then difficult breathing, there is difficulty in breathing. Then what are the prevention and treatment? BCG vaccine, that is the vaccine against this disease. Then isolation of patient, that patient, his clothes, bed sheets, that should be kept separately, that is isolation. Nowadays you are coming across this isolation ward, isolation centers. Then regular medication like DOT centers are there in different villages also, that is direct observation and treatment, that is called DOT. Second disease is hepatitis, that is also called jaundice. The pathogen means disease causing organism is hepatitis virus A, B, C, D, E. Mode of infection, how it is spread. Contaminated water, sharing of needles, blood transfusion means blood donation programs are there from infected person. If infected person's blood is given to another healthy person, that disease may be caused. It is also caused through contaminated water and sharing of needles and blood transfusion. What are the symptoms? Anorexia. Anorexia, I have told you, anorexia means loss of appetite, loss of desire for food. Yellow urine, that you know very well. General weakness, very much weakness is nausea. We don't want to eat anything, that is nausea. Vomiting and grey stool. Stool means the waste product of the body. Then prevention and treatment, drinking boiled water, proper cleaning of hands. Nowadays we are very much aware of cleaning hands. Then dysentery, dysentery you know very well. Bacteria, pathogens are bacteria, virus, Shigella, Bacilli, Entamoeba, Entamoeba histolytica. These are the names of the microorganisms that cause dysentery, and especially mode of infection is contaminated food and water. What are the symptoms? Watery stool, dysentery, that we call it as watery stool. Pains in abdomen, pains in abdomen means stomach. Then prevention and treatment, drinking of boiled water. Whenever there are infectious diseases, you must always drink boiled water. Then proper storage of food, food should be covered, it should not be kept open. Then ORS consumption, oral rehydration solution, taking always oral rehydration solution, or lemon juice with sugar, salt, that we have to take, because water is lost from our body due to dysentery. So you have to rehydrate your body by taking oral rehydration solution or electrolyte powder, water, then lemon juice with sugar, and or we can say it as sharbat, that always you have to take. So maintain the water level in your body. Then cholera. Pathogen is Vibrio cholerae, that is the name of the bacteria. It is bacterial disease. Mode of infection, contaminated food and water. In so many diseases we can see the spread of the diseases is through contaminated air, water, food. Then symptoms: vomiting, severe diarrhea, means severe next stage of dysentery, that is diarrhea. Water loss is, or very much water loss is there from our body. It sometimes it may lead to death also. So severe diarrhea, cramps in legs, there are cramps in legs also. Then prevention, following hygienic practices, cleanliness. Nowadays we are well aware of these things. Wash your hands so many times for 30 seconds. Always you have to maintain this habit. So your personal hygiene is very important. Avoiding open place food, don't eat then that open place food. Drinking boiled water always. Vaccination against cholera, you have to take the vaccine. Then next disease is typhoid. The name of the bacterium, that is Salmonella typhi. It is also spread through contaminated food and water. The symptoms are anorexia, loss of appetite, just now I have told you, headache. Then rash on abdomen, small boils on the abdomen. Just like in summer we have small boils on our body, so they are on stomach. Then dysentery, fever up to 104 degree Fahrenheit. The temperature is 104 degree Fahrenheit, that much fever is there. Drinking clean water, vaccination, proper disposal of sewage. Sewage means the waste water, that is called sewage. That proper disposal of that sewage water should be there. So in this way, these are the different diseases, their disease causing microorganisms, their mode of infection, their symptoms, and prevention and treatment, that you have to remember well. So now you are given one question. Prepare similar table of information about various diseases like enteritis. You can have information from the internet also. Enteritis means there is swelling on your intestine. Then malaria, that is commonly known, so you can have its symptoms. Then preventive measures. Then plague and AIDS, that we are going to learn in the next lecture. Again, internet, my friend, that is given. Search the reasons, symptoms, other information of chickenpox. Chickenpox is a disease. That disease, there are boils on your body, that having scabs on that, then it turns black and you have to prevent it. So you can have this information. Then collect additional information about this. Then pulse polio drive, you have studied this pulse polio drive. So many advertisements are there regarding this pulse polio drive, that below the age of 5 years the children are given the pulse polio vaccine. Then WHO, now you are well aware of this, that so many information regarding this COVID is given by WHO, means World Health Organization. You are now well aware of this. These are the dirty surrounding water, what diseases are spread through it, that you can understand, or you know. Dry day you have to observe. So next you will see in the next lecture.